Good morning and welcome to Valley Views. I'm your host, Glenn Edison. We're certainly glad to have you today, and we're thankful for our sponsor, BTC Fiber. And you can see us on BTC Fiber's YouTube page as well as Channel 18 on the BTC Fiber cable channel. And today we have with us Chris Bottoms. He's the owner of Aqua. And Chris, let me tell you first, it's glad to have you.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. We're excited to be a part of the community here.
Now you're new to the community, right?
Correct. We are. We're originally from McMinnville. We just wanted to come over and see the beautiful valley and get into the mountains a little bit more.
So are you expanding over here, or do you still have?
We still do the work up in Middle Tennessee, all the way from Murfreesboro to Chattanooga.
Oh, okay. So you're pretty expansive, huh?
We are. Our range is pretty wide.
Now, is that? I'm not familiar with Aqua. Is that your business, or is that like a franchise, or how is that?
It is something I started about 5 years ago. I walked away from the corporate industry and started it. It was just basically at first it was just a commercial and residential house washing, and it's grew to an unbelievable company that I'm very pleased with, and it's exciting to see, knowing that I'm using my degree that I've gotten to good use.
Well, good. And so, so when you quit, what made you decide to do this?
I like being outdoors. It was something I enjoy. I'm originally retired from the military, so I am a veteran, and just being outdoors all the time, and I've done the corporate thing. It just wasn't something that I like sitting behind the desk all the time and stuff. So it's grown on me to be outside and be able to talk with customers and get to still lead and train my guys. So it's been a blessing.
Well, good, Nate. You mentioned earlier that you do the house and business clean and spray wash, but you said you also do some other areas that you can do, especially when the weather's not so good outside.
Absolutely. We do have our Tennessee state license for our specialty Tennessee state license, and that's strictly for us to be able to clean the kitchen exhaust system in restaurants or on food trucks. Because it does have the fire suppression system inside of it, we do have to be state licensed in the state of Tennessee. So we do have our state license for that, and we do clean those. And it is just as big of a leg of our company as the commercial and residential washing.
Well, a lot of people don't realize the exhausted restaurants and fast food restaurants and so forth, you get all that grease and stuff built up, and if it's not taken care of, it can cause a fire.
Absolutely, and that's the reason they require your fire marshal would come check it to make sure that it's clear and stuff whenever they come and do their inspections and stuff. And if it's not, they'll usually not give nobody a ticket. They'll just recommend you call us, and we'll come and schedule it. And once they see it, it's on the schedule. It's usually taken care of. But yes, you're correct. It's dangerous not only for the customers eating in the store, but for the employees working in the store as well.
Right, because a lot of times I know just the grease and everything, the heat build up. It may be the establishment may be closed.
Yes, absolutely. It builds up, and we've seen quite a few mom and pops restaurants that might not have been as aware of the procedures that the state may have, and it would completely clog up on them, and they would have a bunch of black smoke and stuff in their kitchen and stuff, and they would ask us, they'd call us and say, hey, come look at it. And it's typically usually where they haven't got it done in a while, but the mom and pops restaurants, they typically just getting started. So it's one of those things we don't mind. We go in there and help out. We love it. We do probably 25% of our hood events that we do are mom and pop stores.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah.
Now, how often would you suggest they do that? Quarterly, yearly?
Now, by the book, it really just depends how many fryers they have. So it does go off the amount of fryers you have. Typically, we do the schools for White County and Warren County and stuff like that. They have no fryers. It's annually. We do have corporate contracts. I'm not going to say with who. Corporate contracts are required to do every 3 months because they have over 2 fryers. If you have over 2 fryers, it is required every 3 months. If you have 1 fryer, it's normally required every 6 months to a year, just depending how much you use it.
Oh, okay. Now, as far as excuse me, getting back to house and business, I guess you do you would do like the brick, like the buildings down here in town.
We do everything on your house, all the way from the roof to the foundation. We do have a really good setup with concrete restoration as well, so we're able to pull up most of the petroleum or oil or something that has set into your concrete. It is a longer process than just washing your concrete off. But yes, we do have the capabilities of washing the brick. We do have the capabilities of washing vinyl siding, hardy board, and also granules on your roof.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I bet most people are not aware of that, are they?
They are not, and you know, a larger corporate companies come out to where they've actually started buying commercial airtime, so it's actually helped us out. Just because our procedures are the same, they just put it in a commercial and done a couple things different, but our procedures are the same. People ask all the time about the granule roofs. Normally we shoot about 60 psi up on there, something that's about like your water hose, and the chemical just kind of runs down from the pitch, and it does the job for us.
Well, I know here in Dunlap, downtown Dunlap, they're talking about eventually trying to spray wash all the brick buildings and trying to get them clean. So that might be something you want to check.
Yeah, absolutely. We have been in discussions with them about it. So.
Well, good. That sounds good. Well, what brought you over here this way?
My fiance is actually going to school at Chattanooga State. She is finishing up her radiology technician degree. So we just wanted to have a broader start for her, being with Erlanger and stuff like that here. My company had the capabilities of moving. So definitely, if it's my better half's time to do something, I want to be a part of that with her.
Well, good. So are you moving all your I guess your headquarters or your main here, or do you have it somewhere else?
We do have a building in McMinnville as well still. For the time being, everything, a lot of our equipment is still there, just because a lot of our jobs are still in Tullahoma and Manchester and Murfreesboro area. We are starting to transition a lot of it to the Hickson, Shelbyville, Winchester area, so it'll balance itself out over time. It just
sounds like it's really growing.
It is really growing. You know, they didn't build the ark in a day, so it takes time. So,
well, that's good. That's good to hear. Well, how do people get in touch with you if they want to have something done?
Yeah, so we do have a website. It is aquaclean931.com, and we also, our phone number is 931-414-9296, and that's a direct line to the business.
Oh, okay. So, do you do any advertising like through Facebook or anything like that?
We haven't been on Facebook in a while just because we've been extremely busy. I'm not a social media person as I should be with the company. When we first started it, I was. It has grown to the point to where it's just gotten hard for me to get on there and stuff. So, not as much as I should be. We will go back in the wintertime and edit a bunch of pictures and stick them up there for our customers because they do like still seeing that stuff. I'm just right now with the state license, I'm the only person that can be in certain locations because I'm the only person in the company that has the license. So,
well, that's a good thing, I guess.
It is. It's taking up a lot of my time to be able to do other avenues of the company as it grows, but I'm where I need to be right now.
Well, I guess you'll eventually have to get more people to do other things for you, huh?
I'll have to eventually get them to get a license and stuff, and you know we're working towards that. It's definitely going to help since we're here and we're closer to Chattanooga and we can go take the test a lot easier and stuff. So.
Well, is there anything similar to that in the Chattanooga area or around? Because I'm not too familiar with this.
I don't think, a lot of the businesses that we have picked up regarding the kitchen exhaust, there's not really none. There are one or two house washing companies around, and you see the signs in the yard all the time. We'll wash your house for $100.
Yeah.
You know, that's a 50-50 shot you're taking. You can take it and they can mess it up and we'd be the ones that come and fix it for you. Or then there's the 50% you'll get it washed correctly for the $99. We definitely don't recommend it. There are one or two guys I've seen signs in the Chattanooga area. I recommend hiring somebody that has the credentials and the proper equipment to be able to especially wash something that's going to be one of the probably the biggest purchase of your lifetime.
Right.
So I'd recommend getting it done properly. We have seen a lot of incidences where the $99 house wash guy. We usually love seeing them because we're following up behind them. So.
Well, a lot of people, just because you have a pressure washer doesn't mean you're good at it.
That's right. We are actually certified through Spray Wash Academy. There are schools that will send you down for a couple weeks to get you certified, to make sure that you know the proper chemicals to shoot on the house versus the colors versus brick, so on and so forth. So we did go to Spray Wash Academy down in Florida for 3 weeks. We did get our soft washing certification for that as well.
So you're really open to a lot of areas. Really, you could expand in a lot of ways.
We are. We have. I've tried to make sure that that I'm educated enough to be able to talk to customers about it, because I think one of the biggest things is that when you go and clean somebody's house and they may see a spot, it's very important that you kind of give them the detailed information about why it may be there, the reason that it may cost more, or whatever the case may be. You need to be able to explain that to the customer. With good knowledge, you just don't need to be making something up. So it has benefited me tremendously, and the customers love it whenever we can go up there and talk knowledgeable about the situation, or about what occur or what did occur.
Well, I know in the past, in some purchases I've had to make, that when I've had to choose between two companies, one says, well, we're cheaper than those guys. I go, well, yes, you are cheaper, but it's what you get, what you pay for a lot of times. Absolutely.
So we do it. You do get what you pay for, and we give a lot of free things. We don't go say, hey, we're going to give you some free stuff. But if we were to do your house, we're going to wash off your AC unit for you, your mailbox, stuff like that. We're not going to wash your house, and if you got a brick mailbox, we're going to leave it covered in mold. So it's just one of those things. We don't go telling it, but you see it in our work. And that's what we're most proud of, and we stand behind is our work.
Well, have you now? How long have you been in Dunlap?
We've only been in Dunlap for a couple weeks now. We're going on 3 weeks. We purchased the house here a while back. We've just been doing work on it and stuff. So.
Okay, so have you had any interest here, or have you done any work here yet?
We've done several jobs in Hickson, so that's where I mainly went out and boosted our jobs and went and asked. We do, like I said, we do have contracts with corporate people. So the corporate people that we kind of had in Murfreesboro just contacted the people down in Chattanooga. So we just
that's nice.
We just kind of rolled on with it and went on through. Normally the house washing and stuff, it kind of dies down in October and stuff,
right?
And it will pick back up come March, April. So no, we haven't had no house calls here yet. We haven't ran no fall specials neither. Usually. Around Murfreesboro and the stuff, we'll run a 10% off fall special, but we've just been so overwhelmed with work. It's been a blessing.
Well,
I haven't even had time to put nothing in the paper this year, so I'm like I said, I'm excited about where it's going. Can't wait to see where it is in the next 5 years.
Well, that sounds great, because I like to hear good stories like that.
Thank you.
Things growing and things moving around, and like to see good people succeed.
Thank you.
And I know that's you're proud of that. It's your hard work and the fact that you're a veteran and getting that done. That I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Glenn.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Glenn. Not a problem. I enjoyed
it. And let's see. I've got that. Now with Aqua Clean. How'd you come up with the name? I guess with the water, but
that was basically it. I said, we want people to know that we're cleaning stuff with water. Water can clean a lot of things. Our at first our claim to fame was hot water cleans best. I did go out and buy the top of when I first started. I did go out and buy a top dollar system that came. It gets up to 250 degrees. I mean, it'll burn the skin off of you, pretty much. So, we go around and we try to tell people whenever we're cleaning something, when your grandmother washed dishes in her sink, did she wash them in cold water or did she wash them in hot? And they're always like, well, we wash our dishes in hot water.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we recommend that you get everything washed in hot water just because it kills a lot more stuff. A lot of the times people or companies are overshooting chemicals just because they don't want to waste their gas.
Right.
We believe in just burning the fuel up and shooting the hot water than shooting more chemicals on people's ground, wherever their pets may be, onto their house. So we prefer to use the hot water. instead of you shooting a lot of chemicals.
Was there any surfaces that you do not do that that you wouldn't do, or you just pretty much do them all?
We do them all. We do them all. They're black tops we don't do. We soft wash them. We do not run the machine over them just because it will pull the pigment out of the. We can actually remove. If you don't want the black in your black top no more, we can remove that. So, no, we pretty much do them all.
Well, I was just wondering because you have around here we have everything. Siding, brick.
Oh yeah, we do every one of them, all the way from T1 hardy board to siding. It doesn't matter. We have the capabilities. Our machine will let you dial it in for whatever that you're cleaning. So if you're cleaning a brown vinyl sided house, we actually have a thing that's called a proportioner, and it allows you to dial in for a brown sided house.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. So you don't ever really waste chemicals or nothing or anything like that, and that's how we've been able to maintain such good numbers and stuff, is because we do have the equipment that allows us to send guys out, and it's set up for them to be able to do the proper jobs as well.
And if someone were to contact you and ask you to, do you come out and look at their house and say, hey, this is what's going to take, give them an idea of, so they can make a decision if that's what they wanted to do or not?
Yes, sir, we do. We actually give free estimates. You call us out. When we show up lately, all we've heard is, we can't believe you're here. Nobody's even showing up. We do give free estimates, and like I said, I want to be knowledgeable enough to be able to sit down with the customer and explain to them exactly what they're looking at, because they'll point out some areas, of course, on their house of what they're looking for, and sometimes we'll have to sit down with them and explain to them, hey, this is what you'll get. And sometimes it leads to them not being happy because they didn't take care of their home in the beginning. And at this point, sometimes it's unfixable. Water can't clean it.
Yeah.
So, but yes, we do. We love to sit down and just be very, very knowledgeable. Feed our customers with knowledge as much as possible. It makes them smarter about it. And again, I believe that you build that bond with your customers, and they're going to call you back next year because they know that you understand how to wash this house, and it is the biggest investment of our lives. So it's really, really, really good just to make that relationship with the customer as well.
Well, and if they ever get to the point where they want to sell their house, for example, and it's easier to sell a clean house than it is a dirty house.
Absolutely. I don't know about right now, Glenn.
But anyway, people want to maintain. It's always better to maintain.
Absolutely. We did get some call. We do have one realtor company that we work for in the Murfreesboro area. There are a couple larger cleaning companies like ours in Murfreesboro area, so we don't go down there and advertise or nothing either. We let our work speak for itself. But we do work with one real estate company, and we do go and take care of their physical addresses if they're dirty. We have a set price with them, and they call us, and we're right over there. A lot of the companies that we have contracts with, they're first, and we try to explain that to our customers as well when we first go there. Hey, if something was to come up with a corporate company, we may have to reschedule. So that's something that's in our estimates as well. We have the fine print down at the bottom, just like most companies do, but we want people to be aware. We're thankful for everything that we're getting from the community here and where we're working from. So we don't want nobody to be misled. So we do. The corporate companies call sometime, and they're like, "Hey, our building's on fire," and we pretty much drop what we do to go. So.
Yeah, right. Well, that's understandable.
Yeah.
And I think most people would understand that.
Some do.
Yeah, I know some get a little disappointed, but hey, that's
okay. It is, and we've been able to manage it fairly well. So.
Well, good. Was there anything else you'd like to tell us about your company that maybe we haven't talked about that you'd like to get out to the customers?
Yeah, there's a couple other things that we do. We do a lot of staining. We do wood staining and concrete staining. Once we physically restore your concrete, we can stain it. It's been a big thing this year, staining concrete. We do window cleaning. We do a lot of window cleaning, but we mostly only do it for our corporate contracts that we have. They are contracted in. You'll see it on the side of maybe one of our vehicles or our trailers. It will say window cleaning on there, but it is mainly for our corporate contracts. So like we have a contract with Chick-fil-A. We do their hood vents, their concrete, and their windows. So it maintains their whole building, and we're blessed to be able to have that. So you do see that on there on the side of the thing. We do not mind helping doing it for residential homes as well, but it's usually when somebody buys a package deal, we'll throw it in there. The best time to call is probably around February and March and get on our schedule. We do have a system that sends out emails to all of our prior customers that's saying, hey, go ahead and make your call and schedule now for your spring cleaning. So normally when people call and they want their house cleaned for Labor Day or Memorial Day, there's no room. So we advise people to start calling at the first of the year just because our schedule does get full fairly quickly. So if people's looking to get it cleaned, if they're wanting to have an outing or something at their house, please call and schedule it early.
Well, that's just like these companies that do like the pest control and termites and all the mosquitoes and all those things. They have the different deals, and you need to go ahead and get ahead.
Yes.
Get ahead and get that scheduled and do that. And so you do offer some package deals too.
We do. Normally in the fall, we usually run a 10% house and business and residential a deduction off of it, just because the business usually slows down in the fall. Right now we're not, because the business is so good. It's just like
don't have time to run it.
Right now everything is a little different. So we have not ran no package deals this year. Normally we would in the fall or something, we would run like a house and roof special. So you would get one of them half off. If you bought a basic house wash, you would get your roof at 50%. So we do run deals like that. Normally people don't realize this, but the roof is probably the number one thing that needs cleaned, just because it's very efficient to your home.
Yeah. Does that include metal roofs as well?
Absolutely. Metal roofs was our claim to fame before we done the hood vents. We are able to actually remove the oxidation from your old roof that might have been on your house for 30 years and bring it back to the original color.
Well,
so that is that was our claim to fame. So at first, if you've had a roof on your house for 25 years and people love getting them painted, especially around here in the South, it's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Don't get it painted. I recommend getting it cleaned. If it doesn't look to your standards, leave it cleaned.
Yeah.
Don't paint it if it doesn't. Just cleaning your metal roof, trying to remove the oxidation is the way to go. Putting paint on it is not the way that you're going to want to end up in 5 years down the road.
Ours is a metal roof and siding, so
those type of homes are probably the most efficient ones on the market right now, just because if you take care of them properly. So people don't understand that your roof is how it maintains the efficiency in your attic. So normally, if your granules or your metal roof is covered with tree sap, or people can't see it, you can see black streaks in your granules. That's the allergy or the mold or whatever it is, just a sap, whatever it may be, building up on your granules. And once that occurs, it doesn't work properly. The efficiency isn't there in your granules no more, and that's what it's there to prevent: the sun coming in, the heat. So it doesn't work properly if it's dirty. So we do send a sheet out to our customers whenever we clean one, and it tells how all the chain works and how much more efficient your house will be now that it's clean.
All right. Anything else you want to tell us?
No, Glenn.
Well, let's get that number and out again. So.
Okay, it's 931-414-9296, and that's Aqua Clean Pressure and Soft Washing. The website is aquaclean931.com.
All right, so folks, if you need your pressure washing done, here's the man to do it. So get in contact with him, and remember to watch us on BTC Fiber YouTube channel, as well as BTC Fiber Channel 18. Until next time, this is Glenn Edison. Hey everybody, this is Glenn Edison from Valley Views. We appreciate you watching our shows, and we would like for you to like, share, and follow us on Facebook, as well as like and subscribe to our YouTube page.
Brought to you by Bledsoe Telephone Cooperative, your full-service telecommunications provider right here in the Sequatchie Valley.